Can somebody tell me what is going on with all this young death? People are just dying in Dominica. Young people too. Young people are just dying in our country. That wasn't like that before. It wasn't so before. Just 10 years ago, you're not hearing young people dying like that. Kidney failure, heart failure, and all these failures and all these cancers and all this stuff. And sometimes people are just falling down and die. I know most of it is this vaccine that we don't want to talk about. Nobody want to talk about it because we took it. Well, when I say we, I didn't touch that crap. Yeah, so nobody want to talk about it. Everybody's like quiet, you know. But I know it's not just the vaccine. It's the way we eat as well. The way we eat, the things we put in our mouth. That's what that is causing all this death, you know. All these heart failures and kidney failures and cancers and all these kind of things. You know, we don't realize, man, we have everything we need in our country. Everything we need, we have it in our country. Naturally too. All of a sudden we want to modernize our diet. We want to, you understand? We want to be up on a certain level, not realizing that we are reducing our standard, not realizing we're not up on nothing. We are actually going down, you know. All these oils that we are using. When you go to these places in Roseau and buying all these big containers of oil, canola oil, canola or canola, I don't know, vegetable oil and corn oil and this and that. You're killing yourself. I know I grew up eating those things too. But the good thing about it is, at home, we couldn't afford those things. You see how life is? We could not afford all these fancy oils. Well, at least we thought they were fancy. You know, we could not afford them. We could not afford the canola oil and the vegetable oil. My mom could not afford it. So what she would do is she would make her own oil, which is the coconut oil. Now, we are thinking we are poor like hell. We are thinking we are down on our knees. And here we are, living a good life, not knowing that we are up and running, not knowing that we are good. We are on the right path, you know? So, yeah. We could not afford those things. So she used to make her own oil, which is the coconut oil. Now that I'm a grown man, I'm finding out that we were actually using the best oil. You know, there are 3 oils that we use right now in my family circle. When I say family, I mean my wife and children. 3 oils. We use coconut oil for cooking, and we use avocado oil and olive oil. These 3 oils. You can use the other oils. You can use avocado oil and the olive oil to cook as well. It's just that it will just be oil. All the properties and all the nutrients and stuff will die when you cook with the oil. But it is better to cook with those oil than to cook with those old canola oil and old vegetable oil. So yeah, coconut oil for cooking, olive oil and avocado oil for salads and stuff that you don't have to cook. They are expensive, but they will serve you very well. And yeah, we always talk about expensive. Oh, this is expensive, that is expensive. But then at the end of the week, we have 2 beers in our hand. We have how many glasses of whiskey? Reduce that and buy a damn bottle of oil. That's it. That's it. Prioritize your stuff, you know? reduce all the unnecessary stuff and get the right oils, get the right foods. And the thing is, you may be using the right oil. But when you run to Roseau at KFC, when you run to KFC in Roseau, what oil do you think they're using? You think they're using avocado oil, olive oil, and coconut oil? No, man. They're using the worst oils. And these are the things that are killing us. I am going to Dominica and now and then I'll go to Dominica and I'm seeing the size of the people. We did not have fat people in Dominica. You would see one or two individuals who were naturally big. All their life they've been big, and we know that is a natural thing. But now everybody start blowing up. Because everything KFC is killing us. KFC in Dominica, I don't know about other KFC in Dominica is killing us. And we don't realize that. We don't realize that. Eating all these crazy things. All these crazy things. All these things like Purdue, the Purdue product. This company called Purdue that you will get in certain areas in Roseau. I don't want to mention the names of the supermarkets in Roseau. Purdue, the Purdue chicken and all this Purdue stuff. These are the worst of the worst. These chickens are 1 week old and they're giving them chemical and all these things for them to get big, for them to look healthy when they are not. All these things we have to look at. The things that we eat, and we have all the food around us. All the fruits and vegetables, we have that all around us. That is how we grew up. Every one of us in Dominica have a little backyard that we can grow our own little lettuce and our own little green onions and our tomatoes and stuff. Get your hands dirty and start putting things together. Because the world right now, man, is becoming more evil every day. It is becoming bad. The wealthy is getting desperate. They want to be wealthier. The rich wants to be richer. They are greedy. They will kill to get wealthy. They will destroy. And they are coming for us, man. They are destroying the world for power, for wealth. Be careful out there, man. Get back to the soil. Get back to the soil. Get back to how we were. If you cannot afford your own coconut oil, make your coconut oil. Get your coconut and find a way to make your coconut oil. Olive oil, maybe you can't get olive oil. Maybe you may not have the money to get the avocado oil and the coconut oil. The avocado oil and the olive oil. But you can make your own coconut oil. You can use coconut oil for anything. You understand? Plant your own stuff. Look right now, majority of the foods that they are selling, the vegetables, the fruits, and not much the fruits, but the vegetables that they are selling in the market now in Portsmouth have chemical in there. There's a whole bunch of chemical in there. They use Roundup, they use Gramoxone, they use all kind of stuff to kill the weeds. They use all kind of fertilizer that they don't even know about. Do you know? Have you guys even looked into that? And I realized that because when I went to Dominica a couple of times, I heard about the black sigatoka and all this stuff that is on the banana and the plantain trees, and they say something is running wrong and messing up those plants. But now I'm hearing about the sweet sap, sour sap, sweet sap. When it's sour, it's sour sap. When it's sweet sap. Cowasol, yeah. So they plan to reduce the world's population by putting all this stuff out there. Now, I came to realize that, and I have to speak to a couple of the agricultural people to let them know, man, not all the fertilizers that we get from the United States and from the neighboring countries, not all the fertilizers are good fertilizers. A lot of those fertilizers are the ones that is destroying our plants. That is where the real poison is. We are getting all this stuff free. They are giving it freely to us. So we think it's a good thing, and we think they love us. We think they want us to strive. No. The less we can do for ourselves in places like Dominica is the more we're going to depend on their imports. Is the more that we're going to depend on these foreign countries with their poison, to eat their poisons, to eat all their foods that are killing us. So what they're doing right now is going around poisoning our foods, and most of it is coming in the fertilizer. You have to realize that. Don't think that they love you. Don't think that they care about you and they want you to strive and survive. They are here to destroy everything and to make us dependent on them. Okay? Be careful. Be careful when you use fertilizers. When you take fertilizers from these other countries and spreading it around, giving to the farmers, and the farmers are accepting it just because it is free or just because it is $10 or whatever it is. Be careful. There are ways you can kill, there are ways to kill your weeds around your plants naturally with vinegar, salt, and you can put that together and kill your weeds around your plant naturally without poisoning your food. Okay, there are ways to do stuff. All this, you don't need fertilizer. You don't need any fertilizer. There are certain things you can use. Rice water, the peelings of all your food when you cook your provision and stuff, all the peelings, the water, all that is good for your plants. You can put compost, set up a compost area outside of your home in a corner somewhere and spread around your vegetables and just stop using all these fertilizers. Stop using all these chemicals to kill those plants. Okay? And people stop selling these poisons food in the market for your people. Stop. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them that are selling all this poison food. And when you come to the market and they see you pass them by, they vex. They are mad. I remember telling a young lady, she's not young, she's selling by the market. She's not young, she's from the outskirts of Dominica, on the way to Roseau area. I'm not going to call any name. I remember telling her you need to reduce the chemicals and that you are using in your foods. And I stopped buying at her place for a while, and she was always looking at me under eyes and in a kind of way and things, and people get personal. They get personal when you speak to them about those things and you stop buying at their place. They make it look like it's because you don't want them to sell or you don't like them or you don't. It's not about that. We have to look out for ourselves. We have to look out for ourselves, and not because somebody's our friend, we are going to just buy the poison that they sell. Stop buying those kind of stuff. And if you know that your customer buying at somebody's place and you find out that they're doing it, speak to them. We are the ones that have to uplift each other and educate each other if we don't know. Speak to them and let them know, hey man, what you are doing is wrong. Stop using those things. There are certain things that we can use. I can put together a few things so that I can let all you know what to use. You know, I can put a couple things together to let you guys know. If you want me to do that, I can go as far as doing that. I can do that. But we need to step out of all this nonsense. We need to go back to where we were. We need to go back to the level we were. And when I say level, I'm not talking about our ignorant mentality type level. I'm talking about go back to the soil. You know, go back to the soil, educate ourselves when it comes to nutrition and things that we can use to put in our bodies and things that is not good for us, what we can use for our plants, our vegetables. Educate ourselves on those things, and let's stop killing ourselves. And when the next vaccine come around, man, be careful, man. Stop taking all these things that you don't understand. Don't let people inject you with stuff. Just think about it. If it was good for you, why would they want to pay you to take it? They were paying people to take vaccine. Something not telling you that it is wrong, something is not right. Let's elevate ourselves, man, and stop doing all this nonsense to our bodies.